If you've ever eaten a freshly caught and cooked tiger prawn, you know exactly how delicious this little crustacean can be. And later on today, we'll show you how they're farmed. But first up today, Stacey meets some champion fishing birds.
Raptors are the ones you don't want to mess with.
Sean finds out about undertaker bees.
A hygienic bee will come along and detect that this brood is sick.
And Jess goes deep into the jungles of Borneo.
Because of the biodiversity of plants, we could find new medicine.
More than half of the world's supply of black tiger prawns come from farms similar to this one on the Clarence River in northern New South Wales. There are 25 ponds and some of them are the size of a football field. Stevie Everson's grandfather owns the farm and she's decided it's time she learnt about how it works.
How many prawns are in this pond, Pop?
There's approximately 3.5 tonne, but that was in there, but we've harvested about a tonne out, so there'll be about 2.5 tonne left. This is a pretty small amount because they used to stock them at 6 tonne per hectare, but we stock them less now so they grow bigger because there's more demand for a bigger sized prawn than what there is for a smaller one.
Oh, well, 30 ponds, that's quite a lot. Yeah,
it's a lot of prawns. We were growing 160 tonne, but this year we'll only be growing 60 tonne. Here again, just to get the larger size prawn.
Okay.
Depending on what size you're after, prawns take between 120 and 200 days before they're ready to harvest. These have been growing for 170 days. The farm follows the natural season, and farm manager Richard von Pfister has made a start on the off-season jobs. Richard, how do you drain the water out of the ponds?
Okay, when I've worked out that I've taken all my prawns out, I've got what I want, I'll then pull the plug and all the water will wash out in about 6 hours.
And once it's actually out of there, what needs to happen here?
Okay, when I've drained the water out, I'll let it dry. When the pond's dry, I'll get a set of harrows, which is an implement which has like rake-like, an implement which is rake-like.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll just basically rake it around the pond and turn the dirt over, which then is allowed to oxidise and the sun will dry it out. And once I let the sun dry the dirt out, I'll then get some agricultural lime, spread it all over the pond and roll it. I treat the soil in the prawn pond very similar as you'll treat an agricultural crop for, say, tomatoes or lettuces or what have you.
Okay, well, there you go. What about the water? Where does the water come from?
Oh, yes, the water comes from the Clarence River, which is just over there.
Oh, beauty. There are more ponds containing prawns that are still growing. They eat a high protein diet which includes pellets of squid and fish meal with added vitamins and minerals. Removing the prawns from the ponds is just the start of the process. Later in today's Totally Wild, we'll show you what comes next. Earlier today, we saw how 170 kilograms of crustaceans are pulled out of a 1 hectare growing pond. Stevie Everson is learning more about how her grandfather's prawn farm works. Wow, guys, looks like a big haul. How many prawns do you think we have here?
I'd reckon about 170 kilo.
170 kilos. Now, where do they go from here?
They go up to a grading shed where they're graded into different sizes.
So why are we grading these prawns, Karen?
Well, basically, we have all different sizes and they've got to go out and be cooked, and the smaller the prawn takes a shorter time than the bigger prawns, so we grade them into sizes. So that's basically your little small prawn, which goes in there, the medium one here, the large ones we're pushing down, and your extra large, which is the big ones, about that size up, go in the end basket. Oh. So that's basically why we grade them.
So what about like this one?
Oh, he's definitely a big one, and he goes in the end basket.
Right.
And the final part of the prawn process is the cooking. This is where things get tasty. I mean interesting.
Here you go, guys. Try these prawns and see how they taste.
Thanks, Brian. Now, you're the cook, aren't you?
Yes, I am the cook here this year.
How does it work?
Basically, the prawns are brought out to me. I put them in these cooking baskets here. And then I heat these cookers up here full of boiling water. When the water's boiling, I place the prawns in the cooker and bring them back to the boil.
Have you ever wondered why prawns, lobster and crabs turn orange once they're cooked? Well, the shell contains a number of pigments: brown, green, blue and some red. All but the red are destroyed by heat. What do you reckon, Stevie? You think you're ready to take over the farm?
Oh, it'd be a pretty awesome job, but I'd probably prefer yours.
You get sick of prawns?
No, not really.
They're very good. Very good. Prawns not only taste amazing, but they're actually a healthy food. They contain low-fat protein, iron, zinc, vitamin E, and plenty of omega-3 fatty acids, which are really good for you. You know what, these are pretty good, Stevie, but I think we need a few more just to be sure.
Oh, well, look at these guys. Got a whole batch for you. Get amongst it.
Thanks a lot, Richard. Okay, Wilders, while we get stuck into the rest of these prawns, why don't you check out what's coming up on the next episode of Totally Wild.